My name is Daniel C., and I'm a farmer's insurance agent. I became a farmer's agent to help families understand the importance of protecting their family and their lifestyle in any event. In 2015, I experienced a sudden loss of my mother. Due to the lack of care from her insurance provider, she lacked the coverage needed for the unforeseen circumstance. The circumstance was all through while I was growing up, she had several insurance policies. Well, when she passed, all of a sudden, it was, within a 4-month period, she got diagnosed with stage 4 cancer, went through treatment, and then died in June. All from January to June. So we did not know that she didn't have an insurance policy. So we had to pay out of pocket. This event prompted me to find a way to help other people not be blindsided by any devastating event that can cause a hardship on the family. That's why insurance is so important. At Farmers, we provide insurance for just about anything you can think of. Smart people have insurance. Really smart people choose me. Ready to get smarter about your insurance coverage and get that VIP treatment you deserve? Call us to set up your free policy review or text free quote to 501-835-2858. I know you're smart, but you can always get smarter on your insurance needs to make sure your family is protected the way you want them to be. We are Farmers.
Turnkey, auto sales, systems. Ladies, you must be here for the next workshop. You do not want to miss this next workshop.
Girl, you gotta come to the next workshop. Listen, don't take it from me. Take it from them.
Hey, business owner and entrepreneur. I know many businesses make the mistake of thinking that marketing is all about making a sale. However, marketing is actually much more than that. It's about creating a relationship with your customers and building trust. That's why it's so important to avoid making common marketing mistakes. Our new ebook, and I love it, The 7 Biggest Lies Told About Marketing Your Business, can help you do just that. In it, we cover 7 of the most common marketing mistakes businesses make, including failing to identify their target audience, not tracking their results, and more. We also provide tips on how to avoid making these mistakes. So whether you're just starting out in marketing or you've been doing it for a while, be sure to check out our ebook. It could save your business from making costly mistakes. Download our ebook today. Hey, good morning, afternoon, or evening, depending on when and where you're watching this live stream or catch the hashtag replay of this live stream. Greetings and welcome to Talk to an Attorney Thursday. I'm Kevin Williams, your host. Educating, equipping, and empowering our audience is the goal of these shows. So today's guest is Bethancourt, attorney of the Bethancourt Law Firm. So welcome to Talk to an Attorney, Bree.
Hey.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you doing?
Hey, I'm doing great, and I appreciate you asking. So Bree, I just want to just jump right in here, do this deep dive. Okay. And first of all, I just want to ask you, when did you even start your law firm? Because I know you're like a attorneypreneur. You don't work for like a corporate law firm. You are an attorneypreneur. So what year did you start your law firm?
I started in 2016, March 2016.
And so during that time when you opened up your practice, what was pushing you to do that?
I was working in corporate America, I was
Okay.
working for a large company in Austin, and I
Now, is that in Austin, Texas, or Austin, Arkansas? Because there's an Austin, Arkansas.
I didn't know there was an Austin.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
we're gonna go with Austin, Texas.
Okay, all right.
And was working for this large company, was working as their contract administrator.
Mm-hmm.
And I took the bar while working there and passed it.
Mm-hmm.
And they had an open attorney position that overlooked my position as a contract administrator.
Mm-hmm.
And I've been working in a position for 3 years. I mean, I pretty much knew the ins and outs, and you know, was relied on pretty heavily by the contracts attorney that was above that position prior to, you know, the opening. So anyway, I had an opening, so I just was like, yeah, I that's a shoo-in, right?
Mm-hmm.
I am going to apply for this job. Obviously, I'm going to get it because, right? Like, why not?
Hey, I'm Bree Bethancourt. Hey, you
Well,
better recognize.
I'm in a position that the attorney position overlooks. I'm in that position. I've been doing this, so to me, it was a no-brainer, right?
Right.
And so I applied for the job, and I didn't get it. Pretty much, they just pretty much told me, no, you stay as the contract administrator. And then they hired a newly graduated attorney, just passed the bar as well, but never worked in the industry. So they hired her and then told me to train her. And I said, yeah, no, I have other plans. And so that's what happened.
So do
So
you
I
think, they were bringing her in because they was going to offer her less money and they didn't want to pay you more money?
Now, I don't know why they did that. But I didn't stick around long enough to ask any questions. So.
Okay.
Yeah.
You was like Casper and got ghost, huh?
I got ghost. So it was never my intentions to open up a law firm. I always was just going to slide into the money like real easily. Like that was always the plan.
So when you opened your law firm, like what were the area of practice that you concentrated on?
Everything. I was a general practice at that point. I just needed to get money in. So there was no niche. I didn't practice law long enough to have a niche.
Okay.
And so what I did was I went on a court appointment wheels. So I was doing criminal. I was doing a lot of CPS. That was the bulk of it. Criminal and CPS at that time.
What is CPS, Child Protective Services?
Yes.
Okay. You have to give us the whole layout.
Okay.
Yeah. I would have thought it was California Patrol Services. See, hey.
No, Child Protective Services.
Why do you think you was getting so many of those
cases?
Why do you think you was getting so many of those cases?
Because I was smart and went to different counties and signed up for all of their appointment lists.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm. So you don't have to just work out of one county. So I signed up for several counties on the criminal, several on CPS, and CPS kind of overloaded me. They need a lot of help.
So did you continue to do that, or was there a shift that happened and you said, okay, it's time to pivot? What happened next?
So I did that for a few years, and it was good money, and it was good money starting out because I hadn't. I was brand new, so it's not like I had clients waiting on me, right? But, and then not to mention, I had 2 months before I quit that corporate job, I went ahead and bought a house because I knew I couldn't do it with
being a 1099,
being a brand new entrepreneur. I wasn't going to be able to buy a house, so I went and bought a house with what I had, right? Like with the, I had pay stubs and I had this history behind me. So I bought a house and I had a 1.5-year-old at the time. So I did all of that and then kind of jumped in and went off of, a wish and a prayer pretty much. And so because of that, that's why I was on so many wheels. And so I did this for a few years, great money. I was able to provide for my daughter, had no issues paying my bills. But I realized that I didn't have time to do anything that the passion that I had for becoming an attorney, I didn't have any time to do any of that because I was so bogged down with cases.
So you were what we call time broke. Okay.
Yes. And again, I'm practicing in an area of law that I'm just doing it because it was money.
Right.
But it wasn't why I went into law. So slowly but surely, I kind of started pulling myself back from, taking myself off the appointment wheels, not accepting any new appointments, things of that nature, and then marketing myself out there for the area of law that I want to do.
So, what was the next area of practice that you really start getting, or even just start truly enjoying?
Did I start enjoying? So it's what I do now. That and I've went through a lot of different things, right?
Because wait a minute now, you do trademarks, right? All right. So is that like the thing that you truly like doing is trademarks? Because I see you talk a lot about trademarks as if we don't know we're not trademarking ourselves. We just out here marketing ourselves, huh?
Right. That's exactly what folks is doing. So yes, no business. So I do business law, contracts, trademarks.
Okay.
And you see it a lot because people really just don't know. They really don't get it, especially my business owners that are out there and they're coming up with all these cute slogans and logos, and it's not protected in any way, shape, or form. So that's why you see it so much. Like it's something that just we're not really taught a lot about.
Now you market yourself a little bit different, and what I mean different, like normally when we see attorneys, whether they're male or female, it's always that real stiff type look, the tie, suit and tie, or if it's a female, it's the real conservative type, dress. But you kind of market yourself a little different. So tell us a little bit about that.
So I call them the gray suits. I've always felt like I've been different. Even in law school, I was different from my law school colleagues.
Why you say that?
Right?
Why you say you felt like you were different even in law school?
Number one, a lot of them were a lot younger than me. I went to law school a little later in life. So I was in my 30s when I went to law school. They were fresh from undergrad straight to law school. Okay. A lot of them had parents that were already lawyers, grandparents, parents. They had a lineage of lawyers, right? So they didn't have to, and these grandparents and parents owned law firms and were doing really well. So all they had to do was just get the degree and pass the bar at the very minimum. They didn't, there was no trying to get the best grades or anything like that, right? They already had something to walk into. I didn't have that. I didn't have anybody else that would open doors for me, right? And I hate to say it like this, but we're just gonna go ahead and put it out there. Law school, if you can imagine, is full of really highly intelligent people, right? From what I gathered at my law school, most of these people were not at the top of their popularity at the popularity list in high school and college, but they are now, right? Because being smart in law school made you super popular, right? So we start smelling ourselves and we start, now all of a sudden we popular and we never been popular before. So we start acting a little funny and acting a little crazy. And so that's never been my scene. I've never been the one that feels like I need to impress everybody, and so again, I just felt like I did not quite fit in law school. And so that has just transpired into how I practice law and how I show up, right? And I show up differently. You're right. I'm not in a suit most of the time, and I'm not stiff. I'm okay with showing my personality. I'll dance, I'll sing. Not for anybody to like me, but that's just part of my personality. And so I put it out there for everybody to see.
Has that caused some flack, or people really truly appreciate you being different?
The ones that are for me appreciate me.
Okay.
And then the ones that are not, they find us the gray suits. And I say, that works. You find an attorney that works for you.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you kind of created a marketing that attracts and repel.
I mean, don't we all? So yeah,
Not well, I mean, not everybody. I mean, I do. I mean, I think your marketing should attract the right people, but it also should repel people that really is not for you.
that's what I'm saying. Like, don't we all do it? You should be doing it if you're not. Because you should only be attracting those that are truly your ideal clients and your dream clients. So yeah, absolutely. My marketing attracts and repels.
So you also do like coaching in your area of practice. Tell us a little bit about that, and like who is the ideal client that you want, that coach.
Absolutely. So I do offer law firm coaching for my attorneys and I call them my rebel attorneys, right? So those rebel lawyers who
Mm-hmm.
just don't fit in, same like me. You just don't fit in. You do it a little different, or you want to do it a little different. I coach them. We're talking high ticket attorneys who are looking to start their own law firm, branch
Mm-hmm.
out, and just are not looking to be tied to the office,
Mm-hmm.
um, want to be location independent, and still
Mm-hmm.
get the money, be stress free, and live life. Like that's my dream client for my coaching services.
When did that come in fruition for you?
I'm gonna be honest, Kevin. In particular, the law firm helping other law firms. I've been doing this for a couple years, right?
Okay.
I wasn't calling it coaching.
Mm-hmm.
And I was doing it for free. I was giving away my sauce for free. I was just
Mm-hmm.
trying to help my colleagues and my friends get to this level.
Mm-hmm.
They look stressed out, and so I was just trying to get them to where it didn't have to be that hard, right?
Mm-hmm.
But I've been helping people build businesses, and I've been owning businesses since I was little.
Mm-hmm.
And I've always helped people, from then until now,
Mm-hmm.
just come up with ideas and build their business from the ground up. So this is just what I do in my sleep. As
Okay.
cliche as that sounds, it's what I do in my sleep.
So, like, what would be three areas of challenges you see these lawyers have when they're trying to go into practice for themselves?
So the three things that I see off the top of my head would be no organization.
So they're
Um,
just all over the place.
all over the place, and you can see it. They're disheveled, they're stressed out,
Mm-hmm.
they don't know which case is what, the facts of that case and this case, they're all over the place.
Mm-hmm.
um, and then not having a system in place.
Mm-hmm.
What we weren't taught was how to run a business. That's not what
Mm.
we were taught. We were taught how to argue and how to, write briefs. That's what we were taught. But then they throw us out here, and some of us go to corporate America, and some of us just don't. And so we're out here flapping in the wind, right, so to speak. And so there's no systems in place. We don't even know what that is. We don't know how to put it together. We have no clue. And then the third one would be delegation. We like to hold it close to our chest, hold everything closer. We're answering the phones, we're filing the pleadings, we're doing, we're doing everything. We're marketing, we're doing everything, and we won't delegate it out. And so that's one of the top three things I see when I'm dealing with these attorneys that are struggling.
Final question.
Okay.
How can these uh, particular attorneys find you? Or what's the fastest way for them to connect with you?
So you can connect with me by calling 1-833, the number
Mhm.
4 BRI law. So that's 1-833
Mhm.
43 law.
Dang, that is pretty fast, huh?
I mean, you can email me. You want me to throw out an email?
No, no. I think one way is always the best way.
Yeah, that's the easiest way to reach out to me.
Okay. Uh, Closing comments? Anything you want uh, an attorney to know that would really make them pick up the phone and reach out and hire you as a coach?
Yeah, I would say embrace you, right? There's 50 million attorneys that do the same thing that you do.
Mhm.
And when you look at it like that, you're not really all that special. And you're not, right? Everybody does family law. Everybody does criminal law. Everybody, right? And so the thing that makes you stand out is you.
Mm.
And truly, it's your personality, it's your likes, it's your dislikes, it's your hobbies.
Mhm.
People want to know who you are as a person. That's what makes them pick up the phone. That's what makes them retain you.
There you have it, Bree Bethancourt of the Bethancourt Law Firm. This has been a amazing Talk to an Attorney Thursday, and I think you should talk to this attorney, Bree Bethancourt, with the Bethancourt Law Firm. Bree, thank you so much for being on here, and we look forward to bringing you back on again soon.
Thank you so much. I enjoyed it.
We enjoyed you. Take care. Take charge. Hi, I'm Kevin Williams, founder of Team Vision, a digital marketing and media company that was founded accidentally when I was on a journey of exploring the most effective ways to market. My marketing strategy was like most entrepreneurs, through radio ads, business cards, door hangers, billboards, and word of mouth. I quickly learned that traditional marketing, unlike digital marketing, cannot be measured. Our company's existence was built on growing businesses by effective marketing that can be measured. Remember, if you want to do something that's been done before, you can always hire a manager. If you want to do something that's never been done before, you can always hire a visionary.